Times they deliver surprises with the pass rush. Cutler stumbled a bit, and the ball hits Alshon Jeffrey in the back of the head.
And Jeremy Langford better button his chin strap. You got to be ready as a back when you play the Minnesota Vikings, or you're going to get destroyed in one-on-one pass protection. But Alshon Jeffrey never turned for the ball. Don't understand that.
No.
Jeffrey and Cutler have connected a number of times, but I've never seen that result.
Here is to save the day by wrapping it up in his special way. Throw in a preview show. Add some alcohol and here we go. Senor Batman, Senor Batman, Senor Batman, Senor Batman, Senor Batman, Senor Batman, Senor Batman.
Hola, señores, it is I, Senor Batman, and I'm back, finally. I went back and I said, okay, how many episodes did I miss? Quite a few, it turns out. I didn't even realize it was that many. I thought it was like 2 or 3. It was like 5. It was because one of them didn't upload, so that never happened. So you missed out on a never-before-seen episode. I apologize. And I apologize that I haven't been here. But it's time for your week 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 wrap-up show. And your week 13, final week of the regular season before playoffs, preview show. Yeah, that's right. I may be a dad now, but it doesn't mean I can't do the show. Okay, so I'm here to do the show. Simple as that. You know, and some people have brought to my attention, they're like, well, senor, it's kind of confusing now. I know the commissioner's wife just had a child. Are you saying her child is yours? Or are you saying she had twins and she only knew, like, the commissioner? I don't... people are kind of wondering, and let's just say, you know, Commissioner McFadden's, his son came out with a sombrero on, okay? So that's all you need to know. He claims, oh, it looks like me, he says. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it looks like you, but he has a sombrero on his head. And he's like, oh, senor, we put the sombrero on his head. And I was like, no, okay, I'm not stupid. I know it came out with the sombrero on his head just like I did. Okay, so, good try. And he's like, what are you trying to say? You slept with my wife? And I'm like, whatever, I'm out. So anyhow, now that's taken care of. Let's get to all the freaking preview shows. No, wrap-up shows, I'd say. Let's wrap up all the weeks I missed, huh? Let's do it.
Wrap up!
Okay, so we're gonna breeze through these. Week 8. Richmond Ross beats Chronic Rothenberger. Rake Session beats Peterson. Hey, Dream Peterson. Ray Charles Moneyball beats I'm So Fucking Retarded. Martial Law beats Slay City Slayers. Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit, which we'll get to why his name is that in a little bit, beat El Sacco. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really likes their car, got him 35 points. Not my best one, but he got a victory in week 8. Moving on to week 9. Week 9. After taking his first loss in the year, as we saw in week 8, I forgot to mention that, week 9 gives him his second loss when he ties, virtually ties. Look at 115.54 to 115.46. I'm so fucking retarded. Ends his losing streak. It's his first and only victory so far this year against chronic roster baiter oh my god, maybe I should just quit. Gordon from San Diego gets 34 points in the victory. Hashtag White Receivers Matter beats Peterson. Hey, Dream Peterson. El Sacco beats Martial Law. Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit beats Slay City Slayers. Rake Session rakes Richmond Rush. And Ray Charles Moneyball beats Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja 100. You lose. Moving on to 10. Kronk Rossberg gets back on his winning ways and beats Slay City Slayers. Rake Session beats Martial Law. El Sacco ties with Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals, but gets the victory nonetheless. Peterson, Adrian Peterson beats Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit. Hashtag Wide Receivers Matter beats I'm So Fucking Retarded. And Richmond Rush beats Ray Charles Moneyball. So, yeah, the tie here. I'm trying to see what the 111.1 and 111.14. Oh, literally like a passing yard. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was crazy. But, as you know, El Sacco gets a victory over Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Not gonna make the playoffs because you suck this year. Sorry, it's the truth. Week 11. Kronk Ross Debater beats hashtag Wide Receivers Matter. Peterson, Adrian Peterson beats Slay City Slayers. Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit beats So Fucking Retarded. Richmond Rush beating El Sacco. Rake Session beats Ray Charles Moneyball. And Martial Law beats Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Cousins really fucked you. Got 27 points. I'm a songbird of our generation. And then we get to week 12. Chronic Crossbaiter versus Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit. 152.7 to 72.8. Over 70 points victory for Clown Crossbaiter. Getting on a tear as he goes into the playoffs. Changes Blowhack's name from Welcome to Blowhack's Pit to Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit. Oh, it's stinky down there. It's terrible. But it doesn't matter. He's been taking people down into his pit and making their teams perform like shit. And Chronic Rossberg comes in and goes, "No, you know what, Blowhack? Fuck you. Fuck you and your stupid pit." And he beats him. He just beats his ace. Like, excuse my French, but this is a non-safe for work show, okay? It's not safe for children. It's not even safe for your animals, okay? Rake Session goes up against Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals. His opponent didn't score over 100, but still he lost. Oh, it's so terrible. Rake Session gets a victory. Next up, Richmond Rush versus Martial Law. Richmond Rush gets about a 10-plus point victory to move to 10-2. Slay City Slayers holds on to a victory over hashtag Wide Receivers Matter. Peterson, Adrian Peterson beats I'm So Fucking Retarded. Ray Charles Moneyball beats El Sacco to keep his playoff hopes so slimly alive. So let's go look. That's week 12. Now we're all caught up. See? It's like I didn't even miss me. So the playoffs are pretty much decided. There's a little bit of wiggle room and a little bit, but some crazy shit would have to go down. In fact, I'm going to pull out my trusty dusty calendar, or calculator here, to kind of do some quick math, because, I'm pretty smart, and I'm, Senor Batman, but calculators make shit easy, so we'll just go with that. So Craig Rossberg, with his victory this week, clinches first in Division Uno, so congratulations to him. Craig Rossberg, first place, wrapped up Division Uno. And also, Blowhack's Pit of Pure Shit is locked into the second spot, so 8-4 record. And one thing people have been saying about him over the past 3 years, we've had 3 champions, this is our 4th season. One thing we've been saying about Blowhack is, man, he's really good in the postseason. He just never makes it to the top bracket. Now we see how he performs when he's there. Then in third is not Peterson, Adrian Peterson. By points, it's the second place in points is Slay City Slayers. Now, Slay City Slayers, though, is 422.2 minus 1323.6. Is 98.6 points ahead of Mr. Rick Bucci. Now, and it's even more for the rest, so unfortunately, I'm So Fucking Retarded. Peterson, Adrian Peterson. The one thing I need to tell you guys, and actually, let's be honest here, it's gonna be a really hard for hashtag right receivers matter. But for the first two I mentioned, so fucking retarded, and Adrian Peterson, I know someone has something to say to you.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Exactly. So you two, I think, are done. So thank you for playing. You can still play for high score. You can still play for, the consolation bracket. You can still, there's still money to be made. But, you're fighting for $60 at this point in 7th place. Hashtag wide receivers matter. It's a hard road for you. You really need Mr. Stacey Slayers to fuck up royally to have a chance. But it's not impossible. It's close. I mean, Clark Roethlisberger beat Blowhack by 79 points, and that's the biggest victory of the season. So you would have to outscore, it's not likely, but I'm not saying it's over. It's as close to over as it can be, though. So congratulations to Blowhack and Clark Roethlisberger, and most likely Stacey Slayers for Division Uno. Division Dos has taken quite an interesting turn in the last week. Rake Session had been on top the whole time. Both Rake Session and Richard Russ at 10-2. But literally, it is coming down to this week's matchup, which is why this is a big deal this week. Week 13 matters. 15-14.3, 15-13.2, literally like a point in between the two. Whoever scores more points this week, both have to win, obviously, but if they both win, it's going to come down to who scored more points as far as this week for who wins the division. Money on the line. So, that's very interesting. And then El Sacco, he's 5-7, but he is third in points. Now, just like the other one, 1487.2. The next closest is Ray Charles Moneyball at 1381, even. That's 106.2 points. Probably not going to happen. So, since it's over 100, I'm going to call it Ray Charles Moneyball, martial law, and definitely Teenage Mutant Ninja Portals.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
That's just how the cookie crumbles. He called it. He called it really, really well. It's the truth. Also something in play, Rake Session has a 6-game winning streak. If he were to win this week, he would tie. Because remember, the seasonal awards are ending as of week 13. He would tie Mr. Mickle, Richard Rush, Chronic Rossvader, tied at 7 wins currently for the longest win streak. He would throw his name to that hat. They would split the money 3 ways. So basically no one gets anything good out of that. Anywho, so Richard Rush and Chronic Rake Session, I forgot to mention, they're clinched. They're in. It's done. And El Sacco, he's pretty much in too. So it's proof to me that you just, I like the way the playoff system works for this right here, because you gotta look at it like this. You gotta look at it like El Sacco has had the most points scored against them out of anyone. Mickle and Rakestraw have had the least in this division. They're going to the playoffs, but they've also scored the most. He scored enough to be, in that conversation. He's almost scored as much as Richard Rush and Rake Session. He's just had a ton of points scored against him. It's a little different for, Moneyball and Bortles. I mean, the funny thing is, you just see all the points scored against. It's just the way it goes. In Division Uno, Clark Rossvader is the second least, but he's also scored the most. Bohack, on the other hand, he scored the least in the whole entire league. And he's also been scored the least against. Second least in the league. Rakestraw owns that, but like I said, Rakestraw scored the most points, so it really doesn't matter how many are scored against him at that point. But you can see at top, why does it matter? Kind of just had a shit season. I mean, even Stacey Slayers, he scored some decent points, but he didn't, it's like, another person that's had a lot of points scored against him is I'm so fucking retarded. So, just the way the cookie crumbles, there's nothing you can do about it. Moving on to the season tracker by Mr. Michael Rakestraw. Michael Rakestraw. So, week 8 was Barton for high score. Week 9 was Rakestraw. 10 and 11 were Mickle, and 12 was McFadden. During this time, King of the Hill started in week 10, It is down to Mickle and McFadden now in week 13. Survivor pool, Mickle was the winner. Week 12, as I said, largest margin victory change to McFadden over Bohack. We talked about that. And yeah, that's about it. So, that's all I got for your wrap-up this week. Let's get to the final week of the regular season preview show.
Preview show!
Okay, so Blowhack's pit of pure shit 1 week after taking a spanking by the hands of Chronic Roster Bader faces up against hashtag wide receivers matter. Now, I kind of feel like these two teams kind of have a rivalry. Just a little bit. I kind of feel like these two always kind of don't. I think that, they're fine with each other. No, I mean, no one in this league hates anyone else, I wouldn't think. But I definitely feel like these two kind of have, they want to win. Wide receivers matter is probably out of it. He needs to have a good week to even have a chance. Probably not going to happen for him. So he wants to take down Blowhack's pit of pure shit one more time. And that's, so right now, they're projecting, this is the wrong screen. Hold on, we able to preview. And it's still the first matchup. Yes, okay. Right now, they are picking wide receivers matter to win. And honestly, I feel like his team has done better recently, and I think he'll get the victory. Last week he scored almost 140 points. Against most people, he would have won last week. Other than Chronic Ross Baylor and Slay City Slayers. But, he didn't. So, he lost. It's kind of been his luck this year. I think he could play a nice little role and just give one more loss to Blowhack's pit of pure shit and just really kind of show him. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to pick hashtag wide receivers matter this week. I think he ends the season on a positive note, the regular season. He can still win the consolation bracket. His team is starting to get going, so he's got Tyler Eifert that's really been helping him. His wide receivers that supposedly matter have been actually playing decent, so we'll see. Next up, Adrian Peterson on the right, Chronic Rosterbader on the left, predicting Chronic Rosterbader to win. They're projecting to be close. This matchup really doesn't matter for Chronic Rosterbader other than most points for the season. So he's trying to score as many points as he can to hold on to that. He's got a little bit of a gap. So he just needs both Rakestraw and Richmond Rush to kind of not score more than him or not a lot more than him. And he would win that. So he's definitely playing for something. Plus high scores, always. Peterson, just like hashtag wide receiver matters, kind of had an up and down season. Just times he was good, sometimes he was bad. It's all over the place, really. And, it's kind of tough to pick, really. It's a tough matchup to pick because, I'm sure Adrian Peterson would love to give a loss to Chronic Rosterbader. Looking at the matchups, Stafford does have a good matchup. This isn't scary if you're a David Johnson owner. Jennings is all over the place. Evans should be okay. Beckham should be okay. Kyle Rudolph, he doesn't have Walker this week, so we'll see what happens there. Adams versus Houston, not the best matchup. Wilson versus San Francisco should be okay. We'll see. Previously, I didn't see they had this down here. Chronic Rosterbader eat that a win. I think this week time goes the other way around. Adrian Peterson sends Chronic Rosterbader into his bye week with a loss. Right there for dramatic effect. A loss. And fiend. Next up, we got I'm Sofa King We Todd Ed versus Slay City Slayers. Now, he hasn't set his lineup yet. And the last time they faced each other, Sofa King We Todd almost got his name changed. I mean, pretty damn close. But this is the story of his season right here. You can look at this. Keenan Allen lost him early. AJ Green got hurt in the middle of the season, right when he was starting to kind of maybe make a run for the playoffs based on points. What can you do? I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It really is. I don't really know who he's going to start. So, that being said, I gotta say, I'm gonna go Stacey Slayers, I guess. I don't know who he's gonna set, but depending on who he puts in, I mean, Gordon against Tampa should be okay. Although last week, Tampa's been looking okay lately. Matt Forte should do well. Bryant, that could be a tough matchup. Tyler Boyd, I mean, he's just been hit with injuries, so I'm gonna go Stacey Slayers. Next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Richmond Rush. Now, this matchup's kind of interesting to me because the reason why is because if I'm Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm going into this matchup saying, yeah, you may have an opposite record of me because I'm 2-10 and you're 10-2. I may be last in this division, but I can cost you. I can cost you, Mr. Richmond Rush. I can cost you first place. So if I'm Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm going balls to the wall. I might be playing some players I maybe wouldn't just because, hey, maybe they go off. But I gotta be honest, I don't know if it'll be enough. Because Richmond Rush, he just has a really good team. Ebron kind of fucked him last week. Williams might not play this week. I don't know who else he's got, but I think it'll be enough to get the victory, personally. I think that, he'll pull off the victory. I mean, they're projecting him to win every category but kicker, and let's be honest, no one gives a shit about kicker. So, Richmond Rush, I know you think I have something against you, but I'm picking you to win. Now, this is where I think it gets even more interesting. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could pull the upset over Richmond Rush, but El Sacco's coming into the playoffs, middle finger. Fuck you, Red Session and Richmond Rush. I'm gonna win. Jordy Nelson fucked me before, but I'm coming to the playoffs, so I'm gonna win it all. That's El Sacco. Okay, he's coming in the playoffs, and he's like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything. Give me a drink. I'm gonna drink it, I'm gonna fuck it up. I don't give a shit. Okay, so he's in there. That's El Sacco, okay? That's Nick Bartos, El Sacco. He's running the playoffs like he's fucking drunk off his mind, fucking running into the playoffs, punching people in the face. He doesn't give a shit. He's running into the playoffs while Ray Session's been sitting cozy at the top. Ray Session needs this victory. El Sacco, in my opinion, needs this victory for a different reason. El Sacco, what would be cool about this for El Sacco is El Sacco, so I can't find to say, El Sacco is the El Sacco from last year. If he can beat Ray Session, that would be a big victory for him. Rakestraw has had a great season. He's got a great team. I mean, look at this team. Matt Ryan, Robert Kelly. I mean, he's had injuries and stuff, but he's still somehow been able to cobble together a team that wins. El Sacco has scored tons of points this year. Not that much less than Ray Session, but he's just gotten so many more points scored against him that he did. So he could play spoiler here. Go into the playoffs, El Sacco could give Ray Session another loss, which could cost him first place, could cost him money in his pocket. El Sacco could beat him, and then he might even face him next week if he did that. So he would be able to, if he could beat him and then face him next week, he could try and beat him for a second time in a row to go on to the freaking semifinals. So it's going to be tough. I mean, he's got, last time they faced, 136.5 to 123.3 in favor of Rake Session. But regardless, they both have great teams. Let's be honest here. They both have great teams. They are pecking El Sacco to win by 10 points. And I agree. I think maybe it's a little bit because I would like to see the playoffs get kind of shook up. I would like for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and El Sacco to win. Now, I said Richmond Rush would win. I think El Sacco gets the win that he needs. And the reason why I say he needs it more than I didn't really get into this a minute ago, I was so excited about my impression of El Sacco walking into the playoffs, was he's been all over the place. He's lost 2 in a row. You don't want to lose 3 in a row going into the playoffs. Now, I know that people have done it in the past, aka Chronic Ross Debater, and last year he won. He lost 2 or 3 in a row going into the playoffs, he still did fine. But if you're El Sacco, you don't want to have to do that. You do not want to do that. You want to try and go. You don't want to do that. That's not. I'm sure Clark Ross would go, I hope I lose 2 in a row or 3, and I hope that I lose and then I can just win in the playoffs. No, you want to have a little bit of momentum. If he could beat Rick Session, that kills his 6-game win streak for one. He's been on a win streak for 6 weeks. If you could kill him there, I mean, that'd be a pretty big upset, really, because El Sacco's 5-7. He's 10-2. He goes into the playoffs 6-7, which has been a magic number for people winning the trophy, I might add. Mark is the only one that didn't do that. I think both Clark Rosterbader and User Pick, aka I'm So Fucking Retarded, were both 6-7 when they went in. So, who knows? We will see what happens. But El Sacco, I think, will get the victory. It will be close. It's going to come down to some shit, I'll tell you that. Finally, 2 teams not making the playoffs. 6-6. One of them's got to lose. Ray Charles Moneyball, Martial Law. And I got to be honest. Right now, even with the bye week, he hasn't set his lineup yet. They're picking Ray Charles Moneyball to win. Let's take a look at why. Eli Manning versus Pittsburgh. Eli's all over the place. Who knows what he's going to do? Elliott versus Minnesota. I wouldn't expect that to be a huge game for Elliott. Who knows? Jordan Howard. You would expect him to do something good unless, Langford robs him of a freaking touchdown on the goal line. Fitzgerald versus Washington should be decent. Sanders versus Jacksonville should be okay. Kelsey versus Atlanta. Kelsey's been real good lately. Golden Tate should be good against the Saints. I mean, we'll see what receiver actually gets the, passes. Deshaun Jackson against Arizona. We'll see. He needs to put a defense in. Whatever. Over here. Dak Prescott versus Minnesota. Very interesting because Minnesota has not allowed a top 10 fantasy wide receiver or quarterback this year. So, kind of an interesting choice, especially when he has, what's his face against Arizona, which isn't great, but I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Devontae Freeman versus KC is going to be tough. Todd Gurley versus New England. I'm not really scared, but Gurley hasn't really done shit lately. So, I mean, Gurley's actually been, what I like to say, he's alright. I'd go, okay. He's getting like 10, 13, he's getting you double-digit points most weeks, but he's not giving you what you want. Kelvin Benjamin, questionable. We'll see if he plays against Seattle. Same thing with Ted Ginn. Definitely a risky proposition starting 2 Carolina wide receivers. Dennis Pitta, I don't even know anymore. If Gronk plays, you gotta put it in Gronk. But, Coleman, Cook, I'm gonna have to go with Ray Charles Moneyball. I don't know. He's lost one, he's won one. We'll see. This is kind of just for seeding, really, in the consolation bracket. The winner's gonna have an easier road, you would guess. So we will see. And that's that. So let's go back to full screen. Boom! I'm here. Okay, so there you go. Week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, wrap up. Week 13, preview show. We're all caught up. Chicago, I got the Chicago baseball team. They won the World Series. They did a good job. Congratulations to them. Other than that, it's the final week of the regular season now. Something to you other teams out there that are like, oh, shut them out, I'm not going to win. It's fine. You can still get high score, which is $15 a week. So you still be playing. Play your ass off. And after this week starts the consolation bracket, which is for $60. So you still have a chance at winning money. Your season is not over. So do set your lineup, because if you don't, you're basically just robbing yourself out of possible money. So, plus you'll get fined if you don't set your lineup. So, just saying. Anywho, so that's all I got for this week. I will hopefully be back next week, unless, I have another baby, or, maybe I will buy a parakeet, and I'll keep him on the shelf until, he'll tweet, maybe, I don't know. And then maybe I'll be like, fuck this parakeet, I gotta go bury it, because I hate this thing, because parakeets are fucking annoying, so Anyhow, I don't really have anything else left to tell you guys except for good luck to everyone. I hope you have a great week. And until I see you next time, adios!